Well, hopefully you've gotten a better understanding of why baptism is important for us as believers. Now, I'd like to wrap up our talk on baptism by addressing the question, what does water baptism really mean? Romans 6:4 says, "For we died and were buried with Christ by baptism. And just as Christ was raised from the dead by the glorious power of the Father, now we also may live new lives." You see, through baptism, we publicly identify ourselves as followers of Jesus and declare our love and loyalty to Him. This public act signifies two personal decisions. The first one being, baptism declares we have chosen to die to sin and to live for Christ. Well, let's take a closer look at the word baptism. The original Greek word used in the Bible for baptism is baptizo. A similar word is bapto, but the two words have important distinctions. Bapto means to dip, such as dipping vegetables into water to cleanse it. However, baptizo means to soak. It's like soaking vegetables in a vinegar brine to pickle it. Bapto is temporary, while baptizo is permanent. When a new believer is baptized or baptizo in water, it symbolizes that person's permanent death to sin and self, along with their resurrection as a new creation in Christ and a person who now lives for Christ. The second being, baptism also demonstrates we receive Christ's death as payment for our sin and failure. The Apostle Peter says in 1 Peter 3 that baptism is a response to God from a clean conscience. It is effective because of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You see, when we accept salvation and put our faith in Jesus' finished work on the cross, God purifies our conscience. We are free from the past and can now enjoy an intimate relationship with Him. Water baptism is an important act that symbolizes powerful spiritual truths. However, there is something supernatural that also happens to us in the baptism waters. God meets us there, changes our heart, something only He can do. In closing, I encourage you to answer the following questions as you reflect on your understanding of baptism. 1. What controls us after Jesus saves us? Number 2, how was Jesus revealed as God's Son? And lastly, what happens to sin's power when we are baptized and saved?